Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to be talking about major Hurricane Iota now expected to make landfall as a Category 4 on Tuesday morning, and yet another storm brewing in the Caribbean. So before I do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please subscribe to my channel, as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. And I do ask you to share this video with your friends and family that may be in the path of Iota. Here is the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. As of the 4 p.m. advisory, the winds are now at 90 miles per hour. They have kept the same, but the millibars have dropped 8 millibars from this morning's update. And typically when the millibars drop, the winds are next. It is now moving west at 9 miles an hour. It is expected to rapidly intensify overnight and be a major hurricane by tomorrow morning, and it will continue intensifying into a 140 mile per hour hurricane, making landfall on Tuesday morning right around the same places of Nicaragua and Honduras, bringing life-threatening storm surge of 9 to 13 feet in the area. And this will continue propagating westward into northern Honduras, dropping down as a tropical storm by then, dumping some very heavy rain and torrential rains, life-threatening flash flooding. And it will continue propagating westward, dumping more rain in the interior portions of Honduras, and then eventually getting into El Salvador and getting into Guatemala by Wednesday into Thursday, and dumping those torrential rains into Belize. And we'll finally say goodbye to Iota by Thursday into Friday. So now let's take a look right on the heels of Iota. Maybe another storm brewing in the Caribbean. Unfortunately, this season just does not quit. The National Hurricane Center already has a 20% chance of basically the same exact spot where Iota is right now, 5 days from now, potentially of yet another storm forming right in that same general area where Iota is right now. But we'll get into those details at the end of the video. But more concerning is Iota. Here's the latest advisory. They're expecting rapid intensification and strengthening overnight on into Monday as Iota approaches Nicaragua and Honduras, expected to bring potentially catastrophic winds, life-threatening storm surge, and extremely heavy rainfall impacts to Central America. The pressure is down to 974 millibars. It is expected to continue strengthening into a dangerous Category 4 hurricane. The hurricane force winds extend out 25 miles, and now the tropical storm force winds extend all the way up to 125 miles. So don't be so concentrated on the exact center. You're still going to get impacts as far as 125 miles away, and this will actually only increase as this storm increases overnight and all day tomorrow. Here's the land impacts of what you can expect from Iota through Friday morning. So basically Honduras, northern Nicaragua, Guatemala, southern Belize, 8 to 16 inches with isolated spots of 20 to 30 inches. This is the exact same area that Eta hit just 2 weeks ago. So this is just totally devastating for that area. Costa Rica and Panama, 4 to 8 inches with isolated amounts of 12 inches. This will lead to life-threatening, significant flash flooding with mudslides in the higher terrain. El Salvador and southern Nicaragua, 3 to 5 inches, and isolated amounts of 10 inches. And they also included northern Colombia in there as well with an additional 1 to 3 inches. They have actually taken out of Jamaica from the last advisory, as this system is just a little too far south from you. Now here's the overall satellite picture of Iota. Man, this just looks impressive on satellite. You can see this is just getting the classic hurricane look now. The wind field extends well out away from the center. You can see Jamaica here kind of getting the outer bands this afternoon. Not exactly reaching the Cayman Islands, but dead on. You can see it's well away from land now. So it's got a lot of energy to tap into, and the more concerning is that it's actually already developing an eye And now we're going into nighttime, and typically these storms are nocturnal and really rapidly intensify at night. So I will this is truly expected to wake up as a major hurricane on our hands, as it has that inner core and really rapidly deepens. And then we have all day for tomorrow for it to continue strengthening, and realistically even into tomorrow night, because this is not expected to make landfall in sometime Monday night into Tuesday morning, right around midnight into Tuesday morning. So let me take you over the next couple days and how this is actually going to plan out. This is how I think we're going to look like when we wake up in the morning. We're going to wake up to a monster in the Caribbean. This is going to be down to a 955, major Hurricane Iota with a clearly defined eye, just a dead-on approach on a westward bound into Central America, right in the exact same spots of Puerto Rico, Cabazas, the same exact area where Iota hit just 2 weeks ago, and really start impacting northern Honduras especially. If we take it out another frame, this is by Monday afternoon, and this truly deepens into a category 4 by then with a clearly defined eye. And now you're starting to feel the impacts of that inner eye wall coming on shore with those extremely dangerous winds, and start getting the life-threatening storm surge of that 9 to 13 feet that is expected in the area. If we take it out another frame, this is by Monday afternoon into Monday night. This deepens even further down to a 936 millibar hurricane. That would be 140 mile per hour by then, as this is knocking on the doorsteps with very torrential rains and extremely high winds. If the sustained winds are 140 miles an hour, that means the gust you're talking 160 miles an hour. So this is just devastating for that area, and just compounding of the multi-inch rains, the 12 feet and above that's supposed to be hitting northern Honduras. Now, if we take it out another frame, this is when I do expect it to make landfall somewhere in the neighborhood of late Monday night into early Tuesday morning at night, where most people are sleeping. It'll make landfall right on the coast of northern Honduras, and continue westward throughout the day on Wednesday, rapidly deteriorating down to a tropical storm by then, but dumping extremely heavy rainfall in the interior portions, getting into the middle part of Honduras, getting into Guatemala, and eventually getting into Belize by Thursday, dumping that very heavy rainfall in Belize on Thursday, getting into Guatemala as well as El Salvador as well. Now, what's going to happen is, as that storm goes inland, there's a piece that's actually going to split off. And there was a wave out in the Atlantic that's propagating westward, and that is going to congeal over that same area. We looked at the latest EPS probability guidance by Friday as Iota is dissipating. I do feel there's another area of low pressure going to be forming down in that same exact spot in the Caribbean. And if this forms, this will be a tropical storm Kappa by then in the Caribbean. If we take a look at the latest GFS model, it kind of implies the same thing. So we're seeing model congruency by then that possibly we could be dealing with yet another tropical storm building down in the Caribbean. Again, another storm that's moving westward, and this one looks to possibly make a beeline into Nicaragua, as possibly into Costa Rica. But we'll have to see how this plays out until Iota makes landfall. We do have some little bit of discrepancies because we have a little feedback off two systems playing off each other. But all the guidance implies this same area. If you look at the latest vertical velocity potential index, you see this whole area is in upward rising motion. This is why I do feel this hurricane season just will not end, because we're still in a very conducive environment for tropical storm development. You see way out in the Pacific where we're going into a La Nina, we have a lot of sinking air with this orange and yellows. So it's almost impossible for hurricane season to last out here. And then out here, it's still the same way. There's a lot of sinking air. It's just the Caribbean's kind of caught in the middle. So at the exact same spot where we're seeing thunderstorms and a lot of upward rising motion and these tropical systems developing is the exact same spot where we see the most upward rising motion air. And this is from Friday all the way through the 25th. And this is where I do feel our next storm is going to come in from, which would be Kappa. And even take it out another frame. If we extend it all the way through the end of the month, and this is day 11 through the 30th, from the 25th through the 30th, we still have that area would be very conducive for upward rising motion air. So this hurricane season just does not want to quit, as this setup doesn't seem to be going anywhere anytime soon. And if you take a look at the latest GFS model, this is actually by Thursday. This is already showing a storm by then. So as Iota makes landfall and rains itself out over Belize into Guatemala City, we could already have Kappa forming where Iota is right now, getting its act together again and possibly moving westward. We'll be talking a lot more on that storm, but gosh, it seems like this hurricane season just will not end. I appreciate you guys following me. Please like this video. Definitely leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to catch me in the next video where I protect you before and after the storm.